I agree completely, and I would say that the Christian is called to encapsulate both of those things in his person. And I would say that, Christ, it's kind of strange when you read the Gospels, because he has such not harsh, he has such sharp things to say. And the one thing that even atheists agree is when the Gospels present a particular person, not personages, of who Christ is, right? And so whenever you're hearing him speak, despite the fact that these are different authors, the person of Christ jumps out at you. That's never here nor there. The important thing is he has so many sharp things to say. He's quick to correct. He's quick to reprimand. And he's very quick to utter harsh or direct sayings to people that leave people very uncomfortable. But who, in the Gospels, who's more compassionate to the poor, to the oppressed, to the widows, to the orphan? Who's quicker to scandalize by associating with those outside of the church, of organized religion, outside of who's deemed proper? And so I think the Christian is to encapsulate in his person, ideally, both of those things at the same time, to not hide your faith and to stand up for the truth, to correct and speak the truth clearly, but also to be absolutely compassionate in not a tokenistic way, in a deep, abiding, incarnate way, to be compassionate for the oppressed and those around you who are less fortunate than you in any number of ways. To dwell with the poor, in the homeless, and the outcast, right? And so, as someone who's kind of moving away from being caught up in the paradigm of the American right, I'm saying, instead of looking at the person, maybe just, for example, you see a lot of people at UWM who, look kind of, interesting to see, as a conservative, to see someone who's obviously maybe transgender and who's obviously maybe, a stoner, or, a loser, or someone who's transgressive, the radical socialist or the radical mass protester, and not say they're on the other side, the meat, and to say they are truly and authentically a creation of God, and someone I'm not called to judge, but someone I'm called to love. And that love means, as Christ did, to dwell with that person in an authentic and holistic way. And so I think we can both say that we've both been called to this. We both failed so many times to see the other side. But, I think that the Christian message is that there is no sides necessarily, except that we're all victims of sin, and that Christ offers us a way to transcend our deep brokenness.
Yeah, no, that 100%.